everyone, welcome to Wrestling News with a Dude. So today I'll be talking about what happened last week and what's going to happen this week. So first things first, of course, as usual, the hero of heroes is back on GTS Wrestling after 3 days of absence. And those 3 days he didn't appear on his own show didn't draw much of the views compared to the latest episode of GTS where he came back after 3 long days of absence. And Grim is the only reason that can draw the views on daily videos. Let me know in the comment below. Do you really miss Grim being on GTS episode, or do you really want to see another episode of GTS without Grim himself? Cause I can't be the only one who thinks that Gay Mysterio was a pretty hilarious on the commentary, despite the fact that there were lack of excitement out of those 3 episodes without Grim. Anyways, since Grim is back on his own show, he will be facing Cletus for the YouTube Wrestling Figures Heavyweight Championship at Clash of Champions. Here's a question. Why isn't Duhop facing Grim at Clash of Champions? Here's an answer. He suffered an injury from what happened at Eat Out, where he lost to his brother Grim in a steel cage match for the YouTube Championship. The doctor has yet to clear him to wrestle, and we will see Grim versus Duhop once again in the future, maybe in 2 weeks or a month. So, Grim said he's the Mr. Main Event, right? If he is, then the YouTube title match should be the last match of the pay-per-view, not in the beginning of the pay-per-view or in the third or second last match of the pay-per-view. Otherwise, that tag name Mr. Main Event is very pointless if he's not going to headline Clash of Champions. Hollywood Hooligan will defend the legendary championship against Onslaught, Kamikaze, and Dominic Truax. Continuing, a team of Hitman Jones and Shamar will defend their tag team titles against Legends of New Jersey, Jake Cage and Jay Evans, and a team of Roman Reigns and Gay Mysterio. Tony Cini will defend the United States Championship against Joey Angelo in a 3 Stages of Hell match. Grim will defend the YouTube Wrestling Figures Heavyweight Championship against Cletus. I would like to point out that we have some problems. So the pay-per-view features every championship on the line, but where's the loser champ? Where's the IC champ? Where's the hardcore champ? And most importantly, where is the GTS champion? Why aren't they booked for Clash of Champions? I really don't understand why the pay-per-view features all championship matches, but some of the champions are not showing up. This is just pointless as having a TLC pay-per-view with just one TLC match at the end. And also a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view with only one Hell in a Cell match in the main event. Will someone please tell me why aren't the other champions showing up at the Clash of Champions? Busy schedule is not even an excuse, just like Brock Lesnar's absences and The Rock's absence. But still, someone please give me a good reason. Also, for those of you who are wondering why the pay-per-view name is Clash of Champions, not Clash of Cockwagons, it's because one of Grim's videos got demonetized a couple of years ago thanks to ScrewTube due to an inappropriate pay-per-view name. And the last thing I want to talk about is that the traditional holiday is back, as there will be another clown/scary storylines in GTS Wrestling, and it happens every year since 2016. And you see, Halloween came very early, so we will see some more storylines involving clowns, Pennywise, Nickelwise, Slender, and etc. in the future. As you may know, WWE NXT is coming to USA Network on Wednesday, September 18th, and it will be 2 hours long. They will also be broadcasting live every Wednesday at Full Sail University, so that way AEW won't spoil the pre-taped NXT shows. I mean, would it be the worst idea to spoil the matches from different promotion? I mean, look how it turned out on January 4th, 1999 during Monday Night Wars. Here's the thing. If I were you, I would watch both NXT and AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite. Here's why. because NXT is a great show thanks to Triple H, and AEW Dynamite is going to be a great weekly television show, because there's been a lot of big names on, well, not a lot, but there's been a few big names on AEW roster, as you know, Jon Moxley, Chris Jericho, The Elite, Kenny Omega, Young Bucks, Cody, and Hangman Page. Oh, and also Pac, who recently had a match with Kenny Omega at All Out. And here's the bad part. Whenever Vince McMahon is going to be involved with NXT, well, I would feel so bad for those guys who's been busting their ass off on NXT. But speaking of Vince, there's been speculation that he would be involved, but that's not the case. Triple H did confirm that Vince McMahon won't be involved with NXT, and this is what he said during an interview with Alex McCarthy from TalkSports.com. Let's be honest, there's a lot of things that people like Dave say don't make any sense. In simple terms, he won't be involved. So yeah, he won't be involved with NXT, folks. After all, he won't be around for Raw and SmackDown every week due to the fact that he will have a much busy schedule meeting for XFL. Speaking of McMahon, his son Shane McMahon hasn't been showing up on weekly WWE television recently, and here's why. According to Ringside News, Dave Meltzer reported that Vince forgot about his son, which means that the creative team didn't have anything for him. Really? That's the reason? Well, this is a stupid reason, because this isn't even the case. This is what the real reason why he hasn't been around. So he's been doing his civic duty by taking part in jury duty, and all of us weren't sure how long he will be away. But it's not like when Vince McMahon forgot about his son. That would be a stupid reason. I mean, look at Shane. People complain that the TV ratings went down because of his TV time every week, but here's my real question. Why can't we have every episode of Raw and SmackDown without any authority figure involved? I mean, look what happened on SmackDown. You don't see Shane McMahon around, right? Right? But hey, let's not have an authority figure involving any matches or storylines. I mean, for NXT, they still have William Regal as the general managers. So that's a different story right there. Just a quick update that Shane McMahon actually appeared on SmackDown Live at MSG this week. Elias was injured and was replaced by Shane, of course, but then he lost to Chad Gable. From the first fall, he lost by a pinfall, and yeah, he actually tapped out to the ankle lock in the second fall. So good for Chad Gable, because he's going to the finals of King of the Ring against Baron Corbin. How exciting is that, isn't it? And I would like to also point out that at the end of SmackDown Live, after Kevin Owens did the right job for officiating the match, he was fired by Shane McMahon. And please, can we not have an authority figure on television? Please, we want to have a wrestling show to be great without any authority figure on television. Perhaps we will see Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon feud once again, and most likely they will face each other at Hell in a Cell. So that's all I have for today's, folks. So with that being said, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more content, and join the notification squad by tapping that little bell so you don't want to miss the latest upload on this channel. As always, goodbye, peace, and good day.